Good afternoon, English version now. I'm very happy to have the chance to present today about Alibaba's cloud in retail and media industries. Okay, there's an old saying in Alibaba Group, believing is seeing. Typically, we talk about seeing is believing. We talk the other way around. Why? Because we always a strong believer of data technologies. And we believe that data will help to drive business and decision making. And we, as a daily part of the work of Alibaba Group, we always treasure data as the resources as precious as oil. And we, by combining the power of data across different BUs in Alibaba Group, we actually have sparked a lot of new ideas and innovations within the group. So you are seeing on the news every day or every few months that there will be new business or new innovations coming up from Alibaba Group. That's why, because we make decisions based on the data instead of humans. So we have a lot of data being generated every day within the group, and we leverage it intelligently. We actually, like Jack Ma said a few years ago, data technology is what's empowering Alibaba Group from a daily basis. We actually ran through the data layer revamp a few years ago in order to cater for the fast-growing business in the group. So there were three principles of this digital transformation that we went through that, and I would like to share it with everyone. Firstly is internet, data, and computing power. Those are some of the essential foundations to enable the business growth nowadays. 10 years ago, maybe nobody believed in cloud computing, but now everyone is in belief of cloud computing and now moving into cloud and then trying to digitalize the information and the systems, and then how to better leverage it to make it more intelligent. So we also been adopting the data being generated to empower our business and innovations. So Alibaba Cloud has been, since it's funded in year 2009, it's now actually the 10th years, and we have been helping a lot of different enterprise customer and SME customers to do digital transformations across different industries. Say for example, we have combined our best of the breed technologies in AI, cloud computing, and IoT technology to introduce this ET Brain product. The ET Brain, you imagine that is like, it can think like human brain, and there's some intelligence within that can help in different verticals of industries to solve particular problems. Say for example, in earlier this year in Macau, we launched the first phase of smart cities that help not only in tourism, traffic, and healthcare, and e-government. Say for example, now if you go to Macau, in case you have the chance to go to a hospital, there's a real-time dashboard showing the trends of the disease and the outpatients and inpatients, the number of them, and the trending. We actually have algorithms to predict the trending of the disease as well. I still remember a few months ago, one of my colleagues went to Macau, and then he said that, okay, Macau now has got a big influencer. What's happening? At that time, when he asked me, because, but in Hong Kong, we actually are experiencing a very serious influencer. And I told him, yes, in Hong Kong we do have, but now it seems like the trending is picking up in Macau as well. So those kind of data can actually tell and help a lot of people in society to get better values. So today I will focus on two major areas. One is for retail, and then the other one is for media. For retail, first one I want to show a video to everyone, which we have seen that.
Korean beauty brand Innisfree is much loved in China, where demand for high-quality cosmetics is booming.
In the background,
but competition is fierce, and consumers want it all. Great products, engaging experiences, and convenience. So Innisfree turned to Alibaba's Tmall for a new retail makeover. This location in Hangzhou has gone fully digital, powered by Alibaba technology. Innisfree customers can enjoy fun, interactive, and personalized shopping not available at any other cosmetic store in China. Take this magic mirror for instance. For me, choosing the right lipstick shade used to be incredibly frustrating, but not anymore. Powered by augmented reality, I can now try on different shades of lipstick, foundation, and even eyeshadow without the hassle of applying, removing, and then reapplying the actual makeup. Like it, but not sure you want to buy it yet? Just scan the QR code, put it in your virtual shopping cart, and come back to it later. All the products in the store are also available for purchase on Tmall. Innisfree's Smart Skin Analyzer is another useful feature of the store. After scanning different parts of my face, the technology evaluates the condition of my skin and recommends the most suitable products for me. I could keep the report on my phone for future shopping trips, whether online or off. The store's smart shelves are powered by RFID chips to give shoppers more information about the products. Pick up this green tea moisturizer, and all the information about the product appears on screen. I could also read reviews from Tmall customers to help inform my buying decisions. Don't see what you're looking for? This virtual shelf allows you to browse the hundreds of Innisfree products available in its Tmall store. There's fun stuff too, like this claw crane game and the sample vending machine. When I'm done shopping, I just scan to pay using my Alipay account.
Okay, this is a very good example of what we call the new retail in Alibaba Group. What new retail means is a human-centric and combining online, offline, and logistics together to empower a better user experiences. So previously, when we are talking traditional retail, we always think about, okay, I select a good location, and then I put in a good product, and then I expect people will come and buy things. But for new retail, we think it the other way around. We focus on the human experiences. By improving the human experiences, we will then attract more traffic, and then eventually will be driving more better products and locations. So here is another example of new retail. We actually, it happened I think it's earlier this month. So Lancome, one of the leading cosmetics customer around the world, right? They actually launched a Chinese New Year campaign in Hong Kong. I don't know how many of you have been to Harbour City. It's one of the biggest shopping mall in Hong Kong. Lots of tourists go there to buy luxuries or smaller brands. But they have set up a online game. So if you go to WeChat or Facebook, you scan the QR code, then they will ask you to find 3 of their images for one of their specific products. So then you scan it and you upload the image. By applying the AI technology of image search of Alibaba Cloud, it actually recognizes exactly, okay, you have 3 of these images ready. Then you would given the chance to get a special gift when you go to the shop itself. And then in the shop, actually, if you go to there, you see here there's a QR code. You actually go to use this QR code to redeem the gift in the shop. And underlying, there's a recommendation of the product that based on your profile or your information, we might be targeting some relevant products for any cross-sales or upsells. right? And this one is the image recognitions. And by applying it into AR, augmented reality, it actually can improve the user experience as well. So in that shop, customer, any walk-in, then they can have an interaction of the games, which will improve the customer satisfaction of your branding. And also, in addition, they also set up some camera to analyze the demographical information that they have around 8 cameras around the shop, and then they, based on the flow of the passenger, then they would decide, okay, which flow would be more popular, and at what age range are the customers are most addictive to this brand, and then they will do a lot of big data analysis after this event. Okay, another example is one leading IT enterprise in Korea. Some of you might already know about cybersecurity law, which came in effective about 2 years ago in mainland China. So for cybersecurity law, it basically put on a lot of regulations and policies about data governance and data privacies and protections. So some of the data, in particular the Chinese citizen information, they have set up different tiers which will define what tier are allowed to transfer outside of China and what are not allowed to transfer, right? So by Alibaba Cloud is a one-stop solution that help this customer to set up their cloud workloads within mainland China. And not only that, but also the data storage, the network security, the data protection, all sort of this suite are empowered by Alibaba's products. So in addition, in retail, we are seeing more and more customers to join us in the process of this digital transformation. Say, for example, Tokopedia, the top marketplace platform in Indonesia, they had a large workloads been come on board onto Alibaba Cloud, not only about the PaaS or the IaaS level, but also by applying AI and image search to better improve their user experiences. And some of the customers like Iconic in Australia, they launched a mobile app with the image search so that they can, if you see a interesting picture on Instagram, then you can do a search and then find a similar clothing on Iconic's online shop. The second one is about a solution for media industries. So traditionally, when we talk about media, right, then we have those with the paper, newsletter, newspaper, etc. And we also have the broadcaster, right, like the televisions, radio stations, etc. Right. So Alibaba Cloud, we actually provide a very comprehensive suite of PaaS layer technologies, empowering you to do VOD, right, video on demand, which you own a large library of video and then you put it online, and then for subscription and members that can view the video online efficiently, right? That would require large volume of traffic and network accelerations and the coverage around the world, right? And also about live streaming, right? Live streaming, that's another story. They require a better bandwidth to empower the real-time transmission of data from the event to the audience. And then there's also video surveillance, right? That's another one by leveraging the IoT devices. We are seeing actually, I also always talk about how China do this, because China now is going through a big transformation of this video and media industry. A lot of new media has been appear in the last few years. In particular now, there's a short video and interactive chat room, a lot of virtual GIFs, and nowadays TikTok is also becoming quite famous in some of the areas around the world as well. Right, so Alibaba Cloud have a very comprehensive and mature technology to empower that. But in addition to that, we talk about AI now, right? So how AI is being adopted by these customers. What we are seeing is into 4 categories. The first one is audit, right? So you have the video or you have any sort of rich media, but then how would you ensure those rich media are compliant to a certain set of policy or rules? Would they be allowed? Would there be any pornography or any restricted content of your websites or your media libraries? So that would AI technology, by leveraging that, it can actually help you to automatically find out those restricted content within your library. All right. The other one is content tagging. Right. Tagging is a very important function, which I will elaborate a little bit more in the few slides later. That will actually be tagging the meaningful context of your video so that you can easily do search or by leveraging the information later on. Another one is generations. Nowadays, content, sometimes you have to leverage a large team of editing or other people to generate the content, to produce the content. It's expensive operations. But now, by leveraging AI on the video, on the media, it can automatically recognize the certain pattern of the media. And then by using these patterns, we can generate a meaningful set of stories based on the algorithm. So that I also have some samples on that as well. And last one is content retrieval. There's some fingerprint generation of different video so that each video there will be a unique identifier to ensure that those one is the authentic video. And by combining that with blockchain or some of the later technology, it can ensure copyright protections or any sort of business application as well. And here is about video tagging. Video tagging is useful because traditionally, when you own a large set of media, video, it takes a long time for you to watch over in order to get a meaningful result of that video. Say, for example, I've been talking to some of the customer in Hong Kong, broadcaster. They have over 30 years of media or drama shows which is sitting in their archive library. It's so huge. And then they are now say, okay, I want to do some business innovation. I want to do a TV box. Say, I want to put it online for the members, for subscriptions, so that they can enjoy all those old history media. How would I be able to easily generate categories, or I look into the metadata of this video? They have to hire a large group of people to do that every day. It's very expensive. But by leveraging AI, that can actually reduce their workloads and time to generate the same result. So here is a difference between AI tagging and manual tagging. So you have to hire a large group to do that for manual tagging. And to get the same result, basically you have to cost more. So this graph basically illustrates for using machines and AI, it actually can achieve the same result, but saving a large amount of costs. Another one is highlights, right? Content generation. How would I be able to generate efficient highlights using AI? Right here, by leveraging AI, which is quite mature nowadays, on the video, the audio, and some of the text on the screen, it can actually run through a complicated workflow with the AI technology. And then we can easily, by identifying certain amount of actions and scenario, and then we combine that into a story. So this story would be a highlight. So nowadays, if you go to watch a, say for example, a soccer match, and then by using AI technology, we can already identify some of the key scenarios or actions. Say for example, after a goal, the players are celebrating together. Or there's a foul, or maybe some people is falling on the ground, or maybe there are some red car or yellow car shown on the screen. Those can all be identified by AI. And the other one is about the scenario, say like free kick or corner kick, or maybe substitutions or time left. Those sort of scenario can also be identified by the machine and the algorithms. So by combining those AI technology together, we actually been help one of the largest television broadcaster in mainland China, CCTV5, is the largest sport event broadcaster in mainland China during the 2018 Russia World Cup. Right. So what happened is that during the event and the World Cup, right, there are so many matches happened, and each match there are certain, a goal time or maybe some very exciting moments. So by leveraging AI to generate this clip of this moment or review, that can actually help them to efficiently post those review or video onto their mobile app in a very, very short time. Another story that I want to share is about the work cooperation with Olympics. As you know that Alibaba Cloud is selected as the official cloud service provider for Olympics in the next 10 years. We actually, last month, actually it was a few months ago, we announced the OBS Cloud. OBS stands for Olympics Broadcasting Service, OBS Cloud, so which will start to get into productions in the Tokyo Olympics in year 2020. So this OBS Cloud would, firstly, it leverage Alibaba's global coverage of cloud services. It actually have by using Alibaba's cross-regional network connectivity and backbone, we can efficiently transfer the media and rich media contents across continents efficiently and securely. And for OBS, they have several, around 14 RHBs, the rights holding broadcasters around the world, which they have actually purchased the broadcasting rights. So how to get into that RHBs more efficiently in a more real-time manner so that RHBs can do their own content editing and then publishing to the eventual audience. So that's the problem that we help them to solve. So in addition to the stories that I just shared, we are seeing more and more media customers going to cloud and going to AI, big data to make the transformation journey. So lastly, I want to share the digital transformation journey. When people saying, okay, go cloud, building the things on cloud or cloudify is only the first step, because after we go cloud, there are a lot of things we can do. Firstly, we can leverage some of the internet architecture which are very mature to get more exposure to the public, to have better interaction and user experiences with the audience, right? And then lastly, eventually after we get everything on the cloud, we can start to make things more intelligent. Because as we gather more and more things, application and system, and a lot of data has been consolidated by your own environment, you can now start to think about how to make better decisions and get more meaningful insights out of those data and make things better. Eventually, not only the CEO can make their decision based on the data insights, but also every employees at their work, at their position, can make better decisions for their own posts. So thank you. That's my sharing today. Thank you.